welcome back to KikiKolour. So today I will be doing a how-to tutorial on how to draw 10 different types of eyes. So the first eye that I will be drawing is the classic eye. So I'm not going to be drawing a classic eye as in a realistic eye, because none of these eyes are meant to be realistic. These are just 10 different types of eyes that I personally like to draw. So this is what I personally class as the classic eye. So that's a disclaimer for anyone who's looking for realistic eye tutorials. This is not one, but it's for cartoon and that kind of look. So anyway, I'm going in with my black pencil, and I did a arched curve at the top and a less arched but still kind of arched curve at the bottom. I thicken up the top line at the top, and you can obviously watch and see how I draw the classic eye. Next, for number 2, I will be drawing what I like to call the flat bottomed eye, which is where I have a flat line at the bottom of the eye and then a curved arch line at the top that goes down to fit with the flat bottom of the eye. And obviously you can see that the eyelash is obviously different. I'm sorry, this is my first how-to, so I'm not the best at explaining. But obviously the curve is lower and it's at the bottom of the eye, whereas the other one was not. And it is a bit smaller, so the pupil will not be as big because the eye itself is smaller. Number 3 eye is what I like to call the hooded eye. So it is fairly similar to the classic eye, but it has sharper corners, and also it has an arch above the eyelid, or like it is the eyelid, and so it's great for when you want a bold pop of color in that eyeshadow, which you can't really get with the others because this one is like a hood for eyeshadow color. So anyway, I'll let you watch. Next, for number 4, I will be drawing the anime eye, which is probably one of the most popular eyes. This may not be the exact anime eye, but this is how I personally portray and draw anime eyes. I do draw this eye quite a lot. I wouldn't say my style is exactly anime, but it's definitely anime inspired in certain elements. I do love these eyes. Anyway, so obviously you can tell this is pretty different from the other eyes. It does not have like that kind of almond shape. Obviously they're not perfect almonds, the last ones, but they kind of have that more almond shape, whereas this has like that curved arch at the top and then a very oval eye. And then you just have a little line at the bottom underneath that oval. So obviously you can tell this is a lot different. And then obviously I do a few little eyelashes underneath, and then obviously the thicker eyelashes at the top. And also the way I do the eyeball is different. So obviously you can see that it's like obviously the oval, but then I have these kind of lines underneath or above the oval, so it's like a half oval, and then I shade it in black. I really love this look, so you might see this in a few other eyes even if they're not anime, but anyway, yeah. Next is number 5, which this eye is called the Single Eyelash Eye, and I could not think of a better name for it, so that's the name it gets. So this is the Single Eyelash Eye, and obviously by the name it is, a single eyelash. So obviously the eyelash is very thick, and the main difference with this one, besides the single eyelash thing, is that the bottom fades away of the eye instead of joining up like it would usually do to the cornea. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this eye. Number 6 is what I call the sharp eye, which obviously by the name is sharper than the rest of the eyes. And what I mean by this is if you look where the top and bottom meets of the eye, where like the cornea is, it is much sharper than the others. The one closest to this would be the hooded, but this is still sharper than the hooded. And even the eyelashes are even a tad more sharp than the other ones. I mean, but not by much, but a little tiny bit. Anyway, so let's watch the sharp eye. 7 eye is the downward eye, which I would say is the most similar one on here to the anime eye, but the main difference is the eye, the arch at the top goes downward, so the eye looks, I guess, sadder or more innocent than the anime eye. So that is the main difference with this one, so I'll let you watch the downward eye. Next, for the number 8 eye, we have what I call the soft eye. So I call this the soft eye because this is the first eye that I have in here. Actually, I think the only eye that actually has a soft brow, so it's more like actual eyebrow lines. And also, just the lines are softer, it fades away at the bottom. The shape curves down where the cornea is, whereas the rest of them do not. And even the eyelashes are softer, and so overall it just looks like a softer eye to the rest. Now for the number 9 eye, we have what I like to call the LOL OMG eye, and the reason I call it this, if you didn't know, this is a doll brand, and I thought it needed a number on its own to actually be called the LOL OMG eye because it is so unique and different to every other eye, and so it is super round, and their pupil is super black, and just take a look. If you are a fan of these kind of dolls, then you will know what kind of eye I am talking about, but if not, then this eye will be new to you, but just take a look. Now for the final eye, number 10 eye is what I call the rounded eye. All the edges are rounded. It's not a round eye, it's a literal round eye. I mean, the OMG one was more like that. But this is rounded edges, and it's kind of wide and soft and rounded. All the edges, I know I just said that. And take a look. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed looking at how to draw 10 different types of eyes. This is just my interpretation of how I draw 10 different types of eyes. Which ones were your favorite? Please comment down below. Personally, my two favorites were the hooded eye and the anime eye. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe for more videos like this one. Hit that notification bell for all notifications about future upcoming videos and like this video. Ta-ta!